Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And Mariota going to put it up right away. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll get this. Yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Jameis to throw it. Olave over the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. throwing again on second down. Winston. That's Olave bringing in another one. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second down and goal. Winston. That's out to the flat for Ingram. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. You put the game in jeopardy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays...
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So for play calling from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first down throw for Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Winston's throw caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Kamara. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go! Try to play.
Winston now to throw on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Winston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jameis now on first down. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Again, it's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing on second and long. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play fake. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents had a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw here. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready.
Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Ritter will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Pete Werner. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the foul. Possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play after.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Throw left side. There's London. Finding space at the 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down again.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, 38 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Here goes hand.
Kamara up the middle. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dalton here from the gun. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. He completes it to Olave. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy. Cheap copy, I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy.